Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mark with Spiguyver Backpacking. Today I'm coming to you just to kind of give you an update of what's been going on. I know that some of you guys missed me last week. I didn't put out a video actually earlier this week, but that was because we spent the weekend away. It was my birthday and my middle son Ryan's birthday, so we went to Orlando, spent the weekend down there. We did a little bit of hanging out by the pool. We went and saw a soccer game, and then we went to Universal Studios, kind of had some fun down there and made a little family vacation out of it. But now I'm back, and this weekend I will be putting together the episode number 2 for the hammock series, and so that one will be the one that's all about hammocks and the different types of hammocks and making sure that you can pick the right hammock when you go out looking for a hammock. So tonight, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update, let you know where I've been, and let you know what we've got coming up. So I've got a lot of stuff coming up. First of all, there's the 8 episodes of the hammock series for people getting into hammocks. That one's out there. The first one's out there, and we're starting to see the rest of them come together. So that's going to take place really over the next 2 months. Every Tuesday will be a new one. On Thursdays now, when I have time, I'm going to be putting together my gear reviews. Now, I've got a lot of gear, either that I've got ordered that's coming in, or that I've recently gotten, or that I've been testing that needs reviews done. So just going down through those, I've got the Loco Libre Operator Series, both the top and underquilt, which I've used on a couple of trips now. The underquilt only on one trip, but I've used it on a couple other hangs, and it's been great. So I need to get the review done on those. Likewise, I've got the underground quilts, both top and underquilt, the Bandit and Zeppelin. Those have not been reviewed yet because they have not been used. They are waiting for a little bit of cooler weather. You know, I can't take them out. They're 20-degree quilts, top and bottom, and I can't take those out when the lows are only hitting the 60s. I'd just burn up, and it wouldn't be any good for anybody. So I'm going to wait till it cools off a little bit, and then those will be going out with me. I've got the Zimmerbilt pack that I took with me on the Appalachian Trail trip, so that one needs to be reviewed. The Morel Trail gloves, which I used on that trip and I've been using a lot lately, those still need to be reviewed. I've got the Toaks Light Tie 550 pot that I took with me and talked a little bit about on the AT trip. That's got to be done. I've had a couple of requests for me to do a full review on my Hammock Gear Cuban Fiber tarp. I know that there are already some out there, but I will do one of those at some point as soon as I find the time. Now, I've got some new gear in that hasn't been seen on any of the videos yet. So first, from the Swiss Barefoot Company, I've got the Free Your Feet. They're kind of like sock glove things. They're made of Dyneema, and they're like socks with little tiny grippy things on the bottom that are meant to be used for hiking, walking, running, all in these little sock things. What I think they're going to be great for is a camp shoe. So a very light option, very packable option of a camp shoe. So I'm going to try those out, let you guys know what I think of those. Also, I have a company called Hanagal. They contacted me, asked if I would try out some of their hiking shoes. I said I'm not really into hiking boots. They said, well, we have a low-top version of hiking shoes. I said, I don't know. They said, well, we are going to have some trail runners coming out. I said, you know, I wouldn't mind testing out the trail runners. It's always good to have options out there, and the price points that they're at are super low. So I said, yeah, go ahead. Mark me down when those trail runners come out. They're like, you know what? We don't want you to wait. We're going to send you a pair of the low-top hiking shoes, and then when the trail runners come out, we'll send you those too. So I've now got both pairs of those. I've used them a little bit. More the trail runner than the hiking shoe, just because that's usually what I use. So I'm going to tell you guys my opinions on those, and we'll get a video talking about those. I still have the Petzl headlamp, the Actic core that I need to do a review on. I know that I got it. I saw that Frozen picked one up right after our trip on the Laurel Highlands hiking trail, so other people have them as well. Really good headlamp, and I'll talk about that. Now I've got 3 pieces that have been ordered very recently that I don't anticipate coming in for a little while, But just so that you know that are on the horizon. So you guys know I did the review of the Terrapin Outfitters Hatchling, the XL double layer, a while ago. Well, I wanted to go with their absolute lightest version, so I went with the 1.0 in the XL, and so I'm waiting for that one to be made and come to me, and we'll do a review on that and kind of do a contrast comparison to the double layer versus the single layer, going with the very lightest weight, and talk about the comfort levels. Then we have the underground quilts. So I've got their 11-foot hanger tarp, the Hex hanger tarp, but I wanted to get the 12-foot to give myself a little bit more coverage, since a lot of the hammocks that I have now are 11-foot. I wanted to get something that gives a little bit more coverage for those big downpours. So I went with the 12-foot, but I went with it in their lightest material, the membrane. So it's a 0.93 fabric rather than the 1.1, and it's going to be somewhere in the 10 to 12 ounce range for that 12-foot wide body tarp. So looking forward to getting that. And then finally, been looking forward to this one for a while, and talked with Papa Smurf, and we came up with something. And so I have a Dream Hammock Darien Ultralight in the new 1.1, I believe. I'll have to check. It's either 1.1 or 1.2 Robic XL. It's a wide. So I've got that being made up, and I can't wait to get that, try it out, and do a little bit of comparison there. You know, a lot of people think that I was, or thought for a while that I was just into the Dutch hammocks. While I love the Dutch hammocks that I have, there are so many out there. You know, I've got the Cedar Ridge Outfitters hammock. Love that one. I've got my super lightweight one from Walhalla Hammock and Outdoors. That one's great as well. I like hammocks. So now I've got a bunch of hammocks. I've got a pretty good assortment of hammocks. But I really wanted another one that was an integrated bug net. And this one is the first one that I will have that is actually a directional lay. So it's cut just for the direction that I lay. So I want to try that out and see how that works out for me. So those are the things that I have coming up. Don't forget about the hammock series. That one's going to be a big one. I'm going to go into a lot of detail and really talk through how I go through putting things together, what I think about, things to consider, accessories, adjustments, the stuff that I wish someone had told me as I was getting into hammocking. Something that could save a new hammocker time and money as they get started. So guys, stick with me. It's going to be good. All right, guys. I'll see you down the trail. Thanks.